your March report on genocide this year, you've highlighted the concept of humanitarian camouflage as used by the Israeli state to justify its actions in Gaza. Could you please elaborate more on what you mean by that?
I realized and I managed to spell out what was already evident before October last year, that Israel uses humanitarian law or international law concepts to justify its conduct, or just to twist it, just twisting legal concepts in order to achieve its objectives. To give you an example of something that didn't start on October 7th. Israel has not, initially, since 1967, Israel has not acknowledged to have extended sovereignty, to have annexed most of the West Bank, because this is illegal. But it has not recognized the territory as occupied, so as to justify the full application of international humanitarian law, as called this territory is disputed. And then, in that grey area of whatever disputed is, it has done what it wanted. It has acted as it pleased. Same, and there I could give you other examples, but following, as of the early weeks of October 2023, Israel has launched an attack against the people of Gaza that was unprecedented. I do remember the testimonies from the genocide survivors saying, this is like nothing else we have experienced. They saw that they were hit as a people. Their symbols of identity were being destroyed, being again like fields, churches, mosques, cultural centers. I do remember it vividly from the very beginning. This is what came across people from Gaza. And in fact, Israel has not denied its conduct. It has justified it as a legitimate one. For example, saying, well, the Palestinians, we're just targeting terrorists, aren't we? And those civilians who might die, they're human shields. It's Hamas hiding behind them. And if it's people far away from where Hamas might have been, well, they are collateral damage. In wars, people die. And then this is why you need to look how the military conduct has taken place in violation of the principle of distinctions between civilians and combatants, abusing of the concept of human shields, which is not what Israel projected. Human shields is what we have seen Israel using Palestinians to go into the tunnels to see if there were booby traps, or Palestinians captured and tied on military jeeps to enter before entering refugee camps, or areas where there might have been pockets of resistance, or putting detainees at the center of a confrontation area with Palestinian resistance. Again, everything has been twisted, capsized. Medical centers and hospitals have been destroyed, justifying that Hamas was hiding weapons or combatants. So there has been this concept of medical shielding, like human shielding, and evacuation zones, like giving this impression that Israel was letting them flee to a safe zone. There were no safe zones, there were death zones. Palestinians were moved around, ping-ponged, and then corralled in areas that would be killed, or they would die anyway because they've been pushed as forensic architecture report. And I really encourage you to read this report and to speak to those who have worked on this report, because this is the detail, the physical detail, the reconstruction, the forensic reconstruction of what I'm saying. Palestinians have been left to die, those who have not been killed, by design and capsizing, so camouflaging this genocide through the use of international humanitarian law.